Rance on Christmas Day. We caught up with the grandson of one of the main characters, Joe Rance, an Olympic rower, for a very personal tour. Here's Kim.
I am Frederick Rance, and I am the grandson, the first grandson of Joe Rance in the Boys in the Boat. I have the oar that he won the race with in here. I live here at my grandparents' old house.
Long before the best-selling book or the movie about his team's journey to winning gold in the 1936 Olympics, there was this place. Joe Rance and his wife Joyce bought this house in Seattle's Lake Forest Park in 1941, then made it a home by filling it with memories.
This place is loved by the whole family. I bought it mainly to preserve it.
Their grandson Fred has preserved it all. The horseshoe pit where he met all of the rowers.
I used to sit and watch him play with Bob Mock and some of the other fellows that were still here. They'd come out here and play for hours.
The cedar and the redwood planted by Joe and his dad in the 50s in a race to see which would grow the fastest.
They're both kind of pretty special trees to me.
Inside the house, a time capsule of Joe Rance's life.
These are kind of stuff that are not really yet discovered.
Baby pictures.
This is a picture of Joe when he was just a little tyke.
And a scrapbook he made when he was a sophomore UW crewman, with handwritten notes that capture his excitement.
That'll be him right here.
And that oar Fred mentioned earlier.
I asked him, I said, is this the oar? And he's like, yeah. And I told him, I said, well, how'd you break it? He never did tell me.
Also here, pieces of a life beyond that medal. A supervisor's ID card from Boeing, and dozens of photos of Joe in Northwest forests, doing something he truly loved, mining cedar. King 5 actually caught Joe Rance working with cedar at this very house back in 1986, the 50-year anniversary of that Olympic victory. He split it into the fences that still surround the house and used it to start his stoves.
This was really one of Grandpa's favorite spots. He would literally just build a fire that was nice and toasty and crawl right down. And this is a picture of him actually sleeping in front of this very fireplace. I'll admit, I've actually fallen asleep in front of it just like that before.
This old house is packed with signs of a life well lived, full of family and friendships.
This stuff all really kind of came up later where we all kind of got old enough to went, Grandpa, you won a gold medal, right? And he's like, yeah.
Fred Rance says his grandpa Joe gave him the gift of a zest for life, a positive outlook, and he's looking forward to the movie sharing that gift with the rest of the world.
And this stuff coming to fruition where we get to see a movie about it and everything, it's just a wonderful time to be able to reflect on something. I mean, all the boys are gone now, you know. But I got to experience some of it.
All right, thank you, Kim.